And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. And it's still early in the season, but it's always a good time to check out some power rankings. A lot could change before playoff time. You look at Washington, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
I think for the Warriors, they're doing more than what people expected, and that's because they're getting solid contributions from some unlikely sources.
Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. DeAnthony Melton out there with Cameron Thomas. And it's Griffin in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Warriors, Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Moses Moody out there with Butler. And it's Green in at the 5, down low. Well, Grant, still very early. How long do you think it takes these teams to form an identity?
You know, B.A., it really depends on what the makeup of the team is. How many returners are there?
Porter Jr., he's checked in for the Warriors. And the Nets also making it. Change. Reed's checked in. Now Porter. Outside Pajemski. Outside Butler. Pass to Porter. 5 on the clock. Here's Pajemski. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Nets with a lead. Melton passes to Claxton. Outside Reed. Back to Claxton. Deflects the pass. Butler with a steal. Jumps up. And it's Butler with the jam.
Part of why Butler has been to so many All-Star games. He recognizes offensive situations so well, completes the break.
And for the Nets, they're shooting just 38% so far in this one. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as he can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. Golden State has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Outside Porter. Clock at 6. Back to Butler. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Butler's got 8.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Martin against Payton. Reed a screen on Payton. Here's Martin. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That's on Gary Payton II.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Warriors.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
That one misses. Remember when people were questioning whether the Warriors were truly a dynasty, RJ?
I do, and that was erased for good with that championship run in 2022. I still think that is Steph's most important championship. That title cemented them as one of the all-time great teams of the last 50 years.
Pass to Butler. And he's going for the lob. Throw it down on the lob.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. Here's Johnson. Man, that one's good.
That is just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Payton with it. Still without a bucket. Jackson Davis a screen. Here's Porter. Pass to Butler. Outside for Porter. Oh, and Reed with a block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Reed. Griffin, he's checked in for Martin.
Number 15, A.J. Griffin.
Here's Butler. Give him 8, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Brooklyn trailing. Now here's Johnson. Last game for him, he picked up 10. Pass to Reed. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. A minute 58 left in the first. Williams against Butler. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Butler's got 10 points.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Johnson passes to Johnson. Here's Williams. Here's the 3. He drops it from range.
Nice pass by Cam Johnson, keeping his eyes up, letting things unfold.
Butler surveying the floor. On the wing, Porter. Jackson Davis a screen. Shot clock at 6. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. Johnson a screen on Payton. And here's Griffin outside. It's rebounded by Golden State. On the wing, Porter. Reed defending. Pass to Kuminga. Now Jackson Davis. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 3 assists in the game.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Reed, a screen on Porter. Williams with it. Outside Johnson. Left side Reed. Fader on the way. Porter pulls it in.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Butler against Williams. And here's Butler. 10 points for him. Johnson with the defensive effort. And that does it for the first quarter. The Warriors on top, leading by 5. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
And so Porter will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. 5-point lead, biggest of the game. Next up on the schedule, the Nuggets, a home game. It'll be the second game of 4 straight at home. We've got Trace Jackson Davis. Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Gary Payton II. Then there's Stephen Curry, and it's Porter in at the 2. That's the group for Golden State as we kick off the second quarter. Martin against Porter. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Sinks the tray.
The way that Curry reads the floor, he could get double-digit assists on any night if he wanted to.
Curry against Johnson. Williams passes to Johnson. To the paint. Here's Griffin. He connects. And now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
Porter, the pass to Payton. Outside Kuminga. Outside Curry. From outside the arc. And it's Martin with the rebound. Nets trail by 4. Here's Johnson. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Porter gets the bucket.
Just an unselfish play from Curry, always ready to move the ball and his body to help an open shooter.
Here's Johnson. Outside Reed. Three-pointer. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively. And their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
Well, Richard, with the relocations and the floor he covers, Curry is still an anomaly with his conditioning.
Oh, he's got an off-season program that would make other NBA stars tap out, including myself. His conditioning is amongst the best of all time. It wears on you as a defender.
Martin finds Johnson. Pass to Griffin. Just 5 on the clock. Reed to screen on Payton. And here's Griffin outside. Offensive board. Reed. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Well, Richard, as we've seen, sometimes all a player needs to prosper is a change of scenery.
Well, no doubt, B.A. One of the biggest deciding factors in being successful is how you fit into a system and how you fit in with the players around you.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. The Warriors have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Porter gets the bucket.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Warriors, big team.
For this break, let's take a look at the teams that were the toughest to score against last year. In the third spot, the Warriors.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
Johnson against Curry. Johnson passes to Williams. And here's Johnson. Outside, Williams. 4 on the clock. The Nets need to get off a shot here. The 3 ball. Hauled in by Curry. The Warriors lead by 5. To the inside. Here's Kuminga. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul. First team foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Jonathan Kuminga.
He's off on the first. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Podziemski comes in for Porter Jr. Griffin outside. Back to Thomas. Just 5 to shoot. And he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
After failing to get going in the first quarter, he's looked much better here in the second.
Now Podziemski hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Left side Porter. Back to Podziemski. Green, a screen. And here's Butler outside. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Brooklyn's gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. Outside Johnson. Melton on the wing. He's guarded by Porter. Thomas, right side. Buries it down low. Thomas has got 11 points in the quarter.
Now, be careful because he is a rhythm scorer. Thomas has been locked and loaded all night with a full floor.
Outside Porter. A deep three. Brooklyn pulls it in.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Johnson with a bucket.
Beautiful stroke from Johnson, even on the quick shot.
Porter against Melton. Left side Butler. Back to Porter. They set the pick. Golden State needs to get off a shot. The shot by Butler, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Melton outside. The three. Podziemski grabs the board. Warriors trail by 3. Porter, the pass to Green. Oh, Draymond finishing himself.
Got to reward the big man Green for running the floor. Excellent execution.
Thomas outside. Pass to Griffin. Outside Johnson. Thomas with the ball. Defended by Podziemski. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
You can tell Cam Thomas has a real aptitude for this game. He can contribute in multiple stats out on that floor.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
You also can't ignore that they're winning the effort battle, grabbing offensive rebounds and making the most of those extra possessions.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
And it's Porter with the ball for Golden State. Outside, Green. 1:03 left to play in the first half. Butler, so crafty lefty around the rim.
And Butler was a raw offensive prospect early on. Now he's a wrecking ball on this end.
Thomas passes to Melton. Thomas outside. He shoots it. And he hits the jumper. Thomas has got 22.
After an okay first quarter of shooting, they've really turned it up offensively. I like where they're headed right now.
Pass to Butler. Now Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Claxton with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. .23 seconds left in the first half. Shot clock at 2. Crew contact. Butler connects.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Brooklyn has gone 50% from the perimeter in this second, shooting 4 of 8. Thomas outside. From behind the arc. Knocks down the triple. 25 points in the game.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the Nets. They're up by 4. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition. We got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
And we thank you for joining us at halftime. The Golden State Warriors are in a closely contested game.
I'm impressed they're still in this. They've done some good things tonight, but the three-point shooting is not one of them.
And that could bode well for them in the second half.
Taking a closer look at the first half matchups, these two guys have led the way for their teams.
Yeah, they're both smart-driven, extremely talented. They've been putting on a show, man.
Taking control individually and as the leaders of their teams. We are watching greatness.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've seen Cam Thomas really having a great game.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Warriors make some changes. Jackson Davis is checked in for Green. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Moody. And it's Porter Jr. in for Curry. So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Reed's checked in for Claxton. Williams comes in for Griffin. Martin, he's checked in for Thomas. And it's Johnson in for Melton. On the floor for Brooklyn, they've got Williams. Also Johnson out there. Johnson is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Martin in the shooting guard. Outside Podziemski. Here's Porter. Brooklyn pulls it in. Johnson with it. He's got 5. It's Martin on the wing. Butler covering. Johnson passes to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Here's Reed. The shot no good. Excellent D there from Kuminga. Here's Porter. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Porter's got 10.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Now here's Johnson. Out to the wing. Inside. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Jackson Davis, a screen to the middle. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Selfless play by Butler, using the pick and roll to move the defense and get his guy a good look.
Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
It's a luxury to have a guy like Johnson that can bang down low and knock him down at the stripe.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Cameron Johnson, 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Payton's checked in for Podziemski. And Johnson drops them both. The Warriors lead by 3. Outside Butler. Here's Butler on the take. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
At any point in the game, buckets will push the action and make something happen.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense.
Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. And here's Butler. He has 29 now. And the Warriors miss again.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Williams passes to Martin. Up top, Johnson, covered by Jackson Davis. The Warriors lead by 3. And stolen by Williams. 51 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Johnson against Kuminga. 5 to shoot. Outside, Williams. Pass to Reed. And from 16 feet away, he cans it. Now just a 1-point Warrior lead.
Found some space to get off the mid-range, and he'll do damage from there if you let him.
Outside Porter. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to Butler. Here's the teardrop, and he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Fearless play from Butler. Defenses should know he's going to try and draw a foul while shooting.
And he'll take his third and fourth free throws of the night. Second free throw, no good.
Didn't get to the line in the first half, but since the break, he's been in attack mode. Great adjustment.
Williams passes to Johnson for the tie. Up and over Porter. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist from Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. Porter from outside. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. Jimmy Butler getting it done for the Golden State Warriors, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter. 3 for the game. Back to the game after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Kuminga. Then there's Gary Payton II. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Porter in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Reed, a screen on Curry. Pass to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Outside Kuminga. Porter with it. Now here's Jackson-Davis. Outside Kuminga. Takes a 3. Williams grabs the board. And Williams has got the ball here for Brooklyn. 2-point game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
1 minute in now in the 4th quarter. Pass to Williams. Martin against Porter. They set a pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Martin, the pass to Williams. Over Payton. Williams misses. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual. How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Johnson against Curry. Now here's Johnson. Tight defense on him. Outside Reed. Outside Williams. Reed passes to Martin. Out left to the wing. Clowney. No good on the 3. The Warriors have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Martin outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Nets lead by 2.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Outside Porter. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Wednesday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando. Then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And for that game against San Antonio, that one will be the 7th on the season for them. The team will still be looking to improve each time they take the floor.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Podziemski's checked in, and so he makes both from the line. 4th quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Porter against Martin. Outside, Williams. Outside, Johnson. Reed passes to Martin. Clock at 6. Over to the left wing. Launches a 3. Warriors with the rebound. Curry's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And there's Porter on the assist by Curry.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. So it's a narrow victory for the Nets, pulling it out for the W. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.